Hey Yogi Cats, welcome back to Mishey Cat Yoga. It's me, Mishey Cat, your girl Michelle, being your guide today. This lesson is going to be about breath. Not so much movement today, just the breath. So if you're ready to dive in, just find yourself in a quiet, comfortable space. You can choose to have yourself up on bolster, up on blocks. You can be sitting with your legs open, sitting on top of your shins, however you'd like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, welcome. So like I said, we're going to be using our breath today, and the breath only, something that you use every single day. Did you know that it could really help you, your mental health, your physical health, your state of being, just by using your breath, by controlling your breath, by manipulating your breath? Pranayama translating to that breath control. Breath control equal to mind control. You can control your breath, you can control your mind. How lovely would that be to release some of those thoughts? How lovely would it be to balance out, to focus in or calm down? We've got breath work techniques for them all. Today we're just going to kind of go an overview here and work on specifically only the Ujjayi breath today. But make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to cover all the other breath work styles in later videos. So first we're going to explore our yogic type breathing. So that's going to be the belly breath all the way up into the chest, all the way to the collarbones, and exhale it out. Now let me ask you a question. When you breathe in, are your shoulders coming up? And so usually when we think of our inhale breath, we might think of filling up. But I want you to think of this inhale breath as downward motion. So get that breath from the nose all the way down into the lowest part of your belly that you could possibly find. Let's go ahead and just flick out some of the energy, some of those nervousness and these stale vibes out of our fingertips. Flick, flick, flick. Maybe shake out your wrist. Maybe you brush some of the energy, some of that nerves off your head, off your shoulders, off your body. So we're coming at this breath practice fully present and fully ourselves with our energy. Sometimes that stale breath kind of lingers in the low bottom part of the lungs. So we're trying to get all of that up and out so we can find this cleansing. Our breath is detoxing the entire body every day. It detoxes our organs, our respiratory system. Breathing in all that nice fresh oxygen. And breathing out all of our carbon dioxide, giving it to the trees to live off of. So we're gonna warm up our hands here for a little bit, rubbing the fingers together, rubbing the palms together. Rub a little bit faster, just for 3 more seconds. And then pause, feeling that energy in the palms of the hands. Just breathing into that, the palms of the hands, rubbing together, creating that friction. Then place the palm, one on the low belly, one on the heart. We're going to go for that yogic breath of up and downward motion. So on this inhale breath, imagine it coming in through the nose, all the way to the belly. It starts to fill the belly up. The belly is expanding into the palm. Chest is lifting up into that top hand. When we exhale, the chest starts to lower. Keep exhaling until there's nothing left to come out. Notice how the belly starts to squeeze in a little bit, tense up. Make sure you get all that air out. Inhale, breath, start at the belly. Inhale, the belly fills, the chest fills. Exhale, the chest lowers and the belly lowers, starting to clench up that muscles, that mula bandha, belly to spine. Inhale, filling the belly up like a big balloon, chest to follow all the way. Breathe in till we can't breathe anymore, and slowly exhale, lowering the chest, lowering the belly. One more time with a little bit longer pause at the very top. So breathe in all the way to the belly, all the way to the chest, all the way to the eyelids, all the way to the crown. Pause at the top. Finding that beautiful retention of all that prana, that life force energy, everything, holding inside. Slow exhale, starting to lower the chest, belly tightens up, letting everything out. This is the hard one. Empty everything out and then pause. Hold it just for 2 more seconds. And then breathe normally. Go ahead, release the hands. So that was our yogic breath, that up and down movement. So whenever we're breathing in, making sure to keep our shoulders relaxed and sending it all the way into the belly. It's really hard to send it all the way there, especially if we have anxiety or we're nervous and we've been living in that fight or flight, in that symptomatic nervous system, only here up in the chest. That's why our shoulders are really sore. That's why our chest is really tight. Maybe that's why our heart is a little closed off. So activating our parasympathetic nervous system is getting that breath all the way into the belly. Using our nostril breath to really get into that belly breath and relax the parasympathetic nervous system, easing us into that rest, digest, relaxed state, which we all would really love to be in. So gift yourself that opportunity by allowing this long, slow, beautiful inhale through the nose, filling up the belly, and then it comes to the chest. Take it as long as you need to enjoy that ride as it exhales out. Next, we're going to go in for a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing. That is going to be, instead of up and down, we're kind of breathing out and finding a contraction and expansion of that diaphragm. So it's really easy to see, especially from the side angle here. Fill up the belly, make it feel like a balloon all the way, nice and slow. Focusing on just the belly area, filling up the diaphragm as much as it can. Let the belly get loose. Let it stick out as far as it goes. Exhale, empty out everything. Hug the navel into the spine. Inhale, release. Let the belly go slack. Really releasing the belly. I know all of us are trained to tighten in the core and hug the belly in. And so notice I'm not having to arch my back at all. It's just the breath. Letting the belly relax, letting it fill up with air until it doesn't want any more air. Totally exhaling completely, every bit of air out. Really hugging belly button to spine tight. Good. So not being ashamed. I know a lot of us are thinking, oh no, I have to stay in my high-waisted, tucked-in jeans. You do not. You can fully let that belly expand to its glory. I always am amazed by the difference of my belly when I am really relaxed, in that fullest relaxed state, to when I'm totally empty of air and I'm actually pulling everything in. It's such a difference, especially on my body in particularly. I have a larger belly area, so I can really see the difference when I'm expanding and contracting. You might have noticed a little bit of sound that I was making while I was doing that breathing. That's our Ujjayi breath. We're getting into that next. We're going to take a deep breath in just through the nose these times. We're sealing the lips off and we're breathing into the nose. We're constricting the back of the throat a little bit, almost like a snore on the inhale breath or sucking through a straw. So taking that breath in, sealing the lips. Same thing on the breath out, like you're fogging up a glass, but keep the lips sealed. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's creating our balance. So let's practice that Ujjayi breath a few more times. We're going to start with a count of 4, in and out, and that's it. Seal the lips, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Release the breath. Congratulations, you did that Ujjayi breath. Wonderful. Doing that 1-to-1 ratio, creating balance. Now we're going for the 1-to-2 ratio, creating some calmness. We're going to inhale a breath of 3, exhale a breath of 6. We can use that Ujjayi breath with us again if we'd like, finding that little constriction in the back of the throat, making it audible enough for your neighbor to hear, your dog to hear, your person 3 feet away from you to hear. When I'm saying neighbor, I mean the person in class. Like if you were in a class of people and you're about a mat's length distance away, but maybe your Ujjayi breath is so loud that your neighbor next door can hear you. That would be amazing to cultivate and spread that peace. All right, so we're going to go for the 3-to-6 ratio. Inhale for 3, exhale for 6. Seal your lips. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release that breath. Throw it out. How are we feeling? A little more calm, maybe a little lack of air. At any time throughout any of these breathing practices, you need to take a breath before I cue it. Feel free to please do so. Anytime you're feeling a little lightheaded or overwhelmed, again, honor and respect your own body. Listen to yourself. If that's not a count for you, then don't take it. Our last breath is going to be a 2-to-1 breath, 2 inhales to 1 exhale. That's going to be for focus. So let's bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Inhale the belly, inhale the chest. Big exhale out the mouth. Inhale belly, inhale chest, exhale out the mouth. One more belly, chest, exhale out the mouth. Good. A little bit of a faster pace inhale is going to help us focus in, create some heat, and build some fire. So I'm hoping that we are utilizing any of these practices through our normal everyday life. You might have noticed that Ujjayi breath that sounds similar to if you're ever frustrated or angry or trying to bite your tongue or hold your tongue back from saying something. Maybe using that in your everyday life, taking that breath, taking that Ujjayi breath, taking that deep inhale, deep exhale, maybe 1-to-1 count, maybe it's 2 inhale, 2 exhale, and just taking those extra seconds to think before we react, act, or speak. Thank you so much for joining me in for this practice. Again, to stay tuned, we're going to have many other breathwork techniques in the following episodes to come. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment any questions, concerns, or likes or dislikes. I'm an alchemist. I'll take all of it. So great practicing with you guys today. Please be sure to take an extra breath before we react today and any other day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.